Hello, rogues! Welcome to Saturday. I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. My brain doesn't, even saying that it's Saturday is not computing for me. It doesn't feel like Saturday. It's very strange. Hi, Kaden. Hi, Portico. Hi, Elixir. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. I think it doesn't compute because I didn't really relax last night. I got home from work and managed to force myself to do laundry. So laundry is particularly difficult for me, but really only because I first have to gather it all up, and then I have to go to another building, across a parking lot, to start the machines, and then I have to come back, or I come back while I wait, and then I go and I switch the machines, and then I come back, and I wait, and then I go and get the stuff out of the machines and bring it home and fold it here, and if it was in my place of residence, I like to think that I would do it more often. I doubt that that's actually true, but when I was in my previous place where I literally just had to go out my door and turn, and it was in a room right next to my apartment, I did my laundry, and it was less of a hassle, so it was easier to do. Homework? I mean, laundry is homework. It's chores. Fantastic opportunity to buy new clothes. I have a lot of clothes. I don't need to spend more money on clothes. I really don't. But I do see what you're saying, Portico. Anyway, apart from that, I've been trying to think of a good character for an upcoming Star Wars game that I'm gonna play in. And Star Wars is not a universe that I know really well. I know Star Trek. I know Star Trek super well. Star Wars? I don't know the names of half of the races. I don't know really much of anything about half of the universe. I've seen the movies. The movies don't really contextualize. They don't really expand. They don't really give you details on peripheral stuff. And I've never tried really hard to dig in. I've never read any of the books. I've never done any of that. I will do so. Pardon me. That is because I forgot to lower the music when I went live. Get me a laundry service. Oh dear. Hi, Be Right UK. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. Me. It will calm, and it will stop. And I don't know why this happens in the spring, since they tell me I'm not allergic to anything. But I apologize for the coughing and the throat clearing. It will eventually go away. So anyway, I've been trying to learn a little bit about Star Wars because I have to make a character for an RPG, and part of that ties in really well with the fact that the Lego Star Wars game came out, and I've just been playing that a lot. But I was also playing the MMORPG The Old Republic, which gives me a little bit, but is the wrong time period for what I'm going to be playing. So, I don't know. I'm trying to watch some lore videos on YouTube to learn more. And right now my brain is just it keep gravitating towards wanting to play a Chiss, which shouldn't be an issue, except that it feels really close to the character that I'm currently playing in the game that I'm playing with the people that I'll be playing this game with, and therefore I would feel like I was repeating myself. So I'm trying to get inspired for any other character because my brain keeps going back to Chiss as the race. And the Chiss don't show up a whole lot. Do they even show up in the movie? I don't even know. They're blue-skinned and have glowing red eyes and are an offshoot, or are believed to be an offshoot of the human race. But I don't know. It is not the D&D 5e, it is the Fantasy Flight Games one that is now no longer being printed. D&D 5e rule set would be easy for my brain to parse. I had to learn, I guess the system is called the Storyteller system, the Fantasy Flight Games dice system. Which I have nothing against learning more systems. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing a variety of games and learning. I have a ton of games that I have never and probably will never play because they were interesting. But yeah, I'm just trying to get inspired from a race and background standpoint, because so many of the stories that we are introduced to for Star Wars are Jedi. And that's not the focus of the game that we're going to be playing. And so looking at things, it's like, oh, I really kind of like the Chiss as a race, but then a backstory that would be appropriate for them would be one of exile, because they're basically a closed off society that you don't see them out in the rest of the universe. And so the only ones that you see were exiled by the Chiss, or they're secretly spies. But my current character in the fantasy game that I'm playing with the same group of people came from a different part of the world and had been exiled from that part of the world. So you begin to see why it feels like it would be repeating myself to have that as the backstory. And then, on top of that, the Chiss have blue skin. And my current character in the game that I'm playing with these people, did not start with blue skin, but because of a mishap with some magic, has blue skin now. So I'm trying to get inspired by another race in Star Wars and trying to learn more about them, to force myself to find something else to be inspired by. But I keep gravitating back towards this idea for a Chiss character, and I just need to move on from that and find something else. There are so many races, and I know so little about all of them. A Jedwi. Thank you for the hydrate, Kaden. Anyway, so that's coming up, and I'm sure I will share more with you all about what I ultimately decide on for a character for that game after I decide. Sorry, I'm annoyed with myself for all the coughing. And our D&D game tonight got canceled. The DM can't do it. So, so at least I get to relax a little tonight. I can maybe watch some more Star Wars lore videos and try to learn a little bit more about the universe, and particularly the time period around the fall of the Republic. So right around the time of Order 66. Incidentally, speaking of that time frame, I have the video game that is set right in that time period, and I probably should just play it. I forget what Fallen Order is what it's called. I got it for free when it was being given for Amazon Prime members, so I have it. I just have never played it. So annoyed with my sinuses. You have no idea. If I could just remove them entirely so that they stop annoying me, I would be so happy. What did you misspell? You misspelled Elixir's name? Is that what you misspelled? I don't know. Because it looks right to me, but who knows? Sorry. So my hope today, with what we're playing today, today is Ultima 5. And my hope is to actually progress a little bit. So I don't know exactly what I need in the game at this point. So I'm thinking, look at the clue book, see if it points me any directions, and also possibly just check a walkthrough and see, like, what little things did I miss talking to somebody that I need to talk to? Did I miss asking the right question that point me in a direction? Because right now, other than randomly going into dungeons for no reason, I don't know how to progress the story further. So that, I think, is what I'm gonna try. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll have Mass Effect, and Monday we're still doing Wandersong, apparently. And then Wednesday is, aviation pamphlets and brochures, which I ran across it. It looked really interesting. So that's what I have coming up. I don't have other stuff that I'm aware of. No ad points and replies. That's probably it, yeah. So, I think where we're gonna start is here. And here being the clue book, to see what I can learn and maybe get myself pointed in a direction. So we know we need the amulet, the crown, the scepter, and we know, let's see, the knight Shayna, upon returning to Britannia as the last survivor of Lord British's underworld expedition, reported that His Majesty had lain his silver amulet among the graves of his fallen warriors just before being attacked and kidnapped himself. Though traditional folklore ascribes no special power to the Serpentine Talisman, it is believed by a few that the amulet has the ability to guide one's path through certain kinds of magical darkness, showing the way where mortal eyes cannot. So we need that, and I think our notes tell us that the amulet is forgotten in the underworld amongst the graves of valiant warriors. We know where the crown and the scepter are, too. Don't know that I'm ready to go to any of them. Oh! I jumped right into this, but how is everybody doing? What all do you have going on? Is there anything particular that you want to share? If you've got games going on of your own, I would love to hear about them. If you're having particular fun with a video game, I would love to hear about that. Anything that you're really, really enjoying right now, positivity is wonderful. Nothing much. Hey, honestly, having some downtime is a good thing. Enjoy it, embrace it, relax, and something will come up eventually that will break that downtime, but savor it while you can, because, oh boy, sometimes being busy means being too busy. Stardew binging? Yay! I'm happy that you are doing good with your drawing. Someday I need to just like make myself get back to drawing. There was a time in college when I drew for class, like we were assigned things, and I did some very realistic like drawings. There was one of the assignments we had to take a photo of ourselves, cut it in half, and recreate the missing half. And I always did well on those, but it's been a long time since I really did any drawing. As evidenced by the very crude picture of a dog person that I drew a few weeks ago. Crown of Lord British. His Majesty's crown was seized by Lord Blackthorn almost as soon as news of the underworld disaster reached Britannia. There are some who claim that it lies in the highest tower of Blackthorn's palace, guarded by fearsome stone monsters and of supernatural character. The crown is enchanted to protect its wearer from any and all foes who rely upon magic to kill and destroy. We have the Scepter of Lord British. When the royal jester Chuckles discovered that His Majesty's crown was missing, he ordered immediate steps taken to protect the only remaining crown jewel. He dispatched an emissary to carry the fabulous golden scepter to Lord Malone of Serpent's Hold, knowing that there it would be safe. Along the way, the unfortunate emissary passed through the town of Trinsic. While there, he was waylaid by a Shadow Lord who relieved him of his treasure and immediately departed, leaving the shaken knight completely unharmed. Rumors now abound that the scepter, a relic of unimaginable power that can cut a path through any magical or ethereal barriers, is held at Stonegate, the earthly keep of the Shadow Lord. Spent an hour cleaning up your backyard today, only now you have to figure out what to do with the yard. Yeah, I've never wanted a yard because I don't know what I would do with it. I honestly have no idea. I don't know. The temptation to set up like an amphitheater style stage in a backyard for me. That would be my temptation, is to just set up a stage. Whether I ever used it or not, just to have a stage. Shards of Mondane's Gem. Of these evil relics of the first age of darkness, there are three: the Shard of Falsehood, the Shard of Hatred, and the Shard of Cowardice. The remnants of Mondane's jewel laid in the place we call the Underworld until a shipwrecked wizard, whose tale appears elsewhere in this work, witnessed the story of Captain John in the Settlements chapter, unthinkingly loosed the Shadow Lords from their glowing hearts. It is believed that even as the Shadow Lords were born of the shards, so must their dooms be wrought therewith. The Lords of Falsehood, called Falune, Hatred called Astaroth, and Cowardice called Nosventur, are known to oppose the principles of truth, love, and courage, respectively. Knowing this, and understanding that the castles called the Lyceum, Empath Abbey, and Serpent's Hold were each built upon one of these principles, and thus are the places most baneful to the Shadow Lords, the means by which the Shadow Lords might be truly and permanently vanquished becomes apparent. In each of these hallowed keeps is an eternal flame, which burns as a shrine to that keep's principle. Standing before each of the flames, the name of that keep's antithetic Shadow Lord must be uttered to call it into the keep, whereupon the Shadow Lord will seek to pursue its summoner. At the instant in which the Shadow Lord stands in the flame, that Shadow Lord's own shard must be cast into the eternal flame. Then the prophets say, will the Shadow Lord's dark spirit be utterly destroyed. That sounds like something we could work toward. We have a tree, a raised bed full of rocks, and a patio of bricks. I don't know. Hayden's practicing their roguish skills and lurking in the shadows, maybe preparing a sneak attack. The glass swords, it's known that blades of purest crystal may be found in the mountains of the serpent's spine. Such was the magic in their forging that they will not fail to strike any foe, and no mortal being will survive their wrath. Then will the sword shatter into 1,000 harmless shards, never to fight for its wielder again. Plans of the HMS Cape, we have Mystic Arms. These suits and blades of unmatched magical quality were left behind after the Avatar's final battle in the Great Stygian Abyss. Opinion of most scholars that they can be found by searching diligently in and around the underworld area directly beneath the enshrined Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. Augurs say that in the place of Lord British's confinement, no other armor can save the one who seeks to free him. We have found a spyglass. Magic carpet, grapple, sextant, skull key, jeweled arms. Who can explain the ways of evil? Why would anyone, for evil's cause or any other, forge a shining sword that can do no damage and a suit of fine plate armor transparent to a foe's blade? Seek the answers if thou willst, but remember along the way to beware of any highly touted gifts offered to thee by Brood of Windermere, servant of Blackthorn. No idea what the jeweled arms are for. Sword of Chaos, sandalwood box, badge of Blackthorn. Great. It gives a little bit of information about things we might do. I think time. Really do think it is time to consult a walkthrough and decide where to go, because the only quests that I have written down are learn the words of power to open the dungeon, seek out Sir Simon in a keep perched in the high mountains on an isle west of Spiritwood. I thought I did, but we could go back to Sir Simon. And to find Hassad in Blackthorn's castle dungeon. Save him. And ask about ancient knowledge. So before checking the walkthrough, I guess we could go find Sir Simon. You also have power. A water feature would be good. It's best if you can make sure that it is moving water, because then you don't have problems with mosquitoes breeding, which they like stagnant water. All you need is a comfy meditation bench. Seems like a good plan. Thank you for keeping me hydrated. I do need it. And I will attempt to posture. We just left the dungeon deceit, I believe it was. Let's fly back to a town where we well, let's fight first. Because I was gonna say, let's go back to a town where we can turn in some of our treasure for money. But why do that when we might get more treasure? Honestly, this game has a really good soundtrack. So... I'm gonna ask a question, but I forgot it. Okay, how about this one? What is everybody's favorite food? I doubt anybody would be surprised to learn that mine is pizza. I get somewhat particular about what goes on pizza, in that I do not like chicken on pizza. Don't think chicken belongs on pizza. And I don't like, I don't really like, hot tomatoes. So I like tomato sauce on my pizza, but I don't want tomatoes on my pizza, which confuses some people. But pizza is definitely probably my favorite food in existence. Macaroni and cheese. Oh, you're going on Carnival Cruise in a few months? And, I mean, 24-hour pizza sounds amazing. Like, just pizza is just... I don't know. It's got all the food groups. And I find it a very pleasing arrangement of the food group. I may also just be childish in some of the things that I like, which is totally okay with me. Okay. We have oh man, it's nighttime. He's going to definitely have some things we could sell, I think, but first let's look at what we're using. Iron Helm, Pain Armor, Aw, I'm down to 59 arrows again. Apparently the glitch doesn't last. Iron Helm, Leather Armor, Crossbow, Spiked Helm. Lets you attack, but honestly sometimes just screws me up. Bow. I actually enjoy some mac and cheese as well. I particularly enjoy lobster mac and cheese or truffle mac and cheese. But good mac and cheese. Good. Got my axe and an amulet. Alright, this guy's going to bed for the night. Maybe we should. Hello there, innkeeper. Yes, like to press. CC's puts mac and cheese on pizza. I've never actually been to a CC's, but I did know that they did that. That was something I was aware of. CC's wasn't a thing when I was growing up, and I don't know when they became a thing, but I've never really been in a place where I had the opportunity to go to one. I'm just stocking up on arrows and quarrels and selling stuff. We did a dungeon last week, so yeah, we got some money. Armaments. Alright. I'm maxed on arrows and quarrels, which is good. Now, do I remember where the glass... Because I should just stock up on that. It's up here. Alright. Search. Oh, it's because I have one in the inventory already. I have to... In order to get more, I have to equip them. I just feel like it will be helpful to have as many of these as I can carry. So... Since they apparently can magically kill any enemy. But then they break immediately. Alright. Now let's fix everybody's weapons. Since, Glass sword is not what I wanted him. Dang. I didn't have to unequip the magic axe to equip the glass sword? I don't remember who was equipped with what. So, you know. They may just end up with different things than they had before. Do the magic axe, why not? Right. Bueno. Right. Been a few days. You should go get more spell keys. This is me relying on memory to remember how to get to places. Which is, you know, not smart since I play this once a week. But we'll get there eventually. Hi. Ha! As I said, we would get there eventually, and we did. So, about... Honestly, like, back in, like, March of 2020, when everybody went into lockdown, and all of the businesses were like, oh my gosh, if we're gonna survive this, we need the support of our loyal customers. We set up a weekly thing of, on Fridays, we would pick a restaurant and get takeout. And we've continued to this day, and every other week, like, I pick one week, and then Philip picks the next week. But it's gotten to the point where it's like, we get to my day to pick, and I'm not good at picking restaurants in the best of times. So we get there, and especially now that I'm on a medication that suppresses appetite, and so I'm not having, like, cravings, which helped to guide what I would have before. It's been really, really difficult for me to decide what I want to get, and so often, like, what I want is pizza. So I've been like, I'm just gonna let myself have pizza. Hey, look! There's a librarian, Liz! Hi, Liz! Welcome! How is everybody? Lixie, thank you for the shout out for Liz. Welcome in, everybody, from Liz's library. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. I am Rogan, and this is my channel. If you're not familiar with me, I stream a variety of things. On Saturdays, I stream retro games. And so we're currently working through the Ultima series, and I am playing Ultima 5 today. On Sundays, I've been playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It is my first time playing Mass Effect. Mondays, I stream a variety of things, whatever. I have a spin wheel that tells me what to play next, and we're currently playing Wandersong. And then on Wednesdays, I stream directly from the archives at Virginia Tech and share historical documents from the archives. So, you know, that's what I'm about. See you later, Liz. Thanks for bringing everybody over. I hope that the book reading went well. So yeah, welcome in. As I said, we're currently playing Ultima 5, a game from 1980. I think it's 89, but my brain never remembers. Hi, Puddleglum. And my goal today is to progress towards the end game. We're strong enough now. I just need to go and actually pick up the things that I need to finish the game. This one I have played before. This was, I believe, the very first computer game that I ever played. But I don't really remember it, as far as, like, knowing what I need to do. So we're good on food, we're good on gold, I've got a decent party. I could do some leveling, but that will happen along the way. And so I think I've reached the point where I'm going to consult a walkthrough today to put me on the right path towards finishing the game. So anyway, welcome in, everybody. It is great to have you here. As always, it is wonderful to have Liz bring everybody over from the library. No trap. Oh dear. One of the Shadow Lords is here. Wonder if I can... let me save. Wonder if I can still get the keys and get out without being attacked by the Shadow Lord. Aha! That's... well, I still have to get out of town. Which appears as though it might be difficult, because I need to not be base-to-base with that guard. That guard will definitely attack me, and I don't want that to happen. Yes, leave. Okay. Let's see where I should be going, because I don't know what to do next. So I've done a lot of this already. It was very close every class. He stepped face to face with me, and I was like, please don't attack me, please don't attack me. I could probably kill the guards at this point, but I don't want to. Alright. So, for the first time in Ultima 5, I've looked through the clue book that came with the game, things like that. I am consulting the walkthrough at the moment to just see if there are some early steps on something that I missed. Because I'm not certain where to go now. I've talked to everybody that I know of. I've asked them everything I know to ask them. I want to see if there's anything that I've missed. So, the walkthrough I'm looking at is just a wiki. Because this game doesn't... it's very open world and very... it's from '89, and it's an open world RPG game. Yeah, just amazing that open world existed back in '89, and I thought nothing of it back then. Let's see. Okay, talk to Terrence in Britain. We've done that. Tell you to speak to the owner of the Arms of Justice, Chamfer in you, who will accept you in the Resistance and tell you to talk to the local leader, Landon. I don't know if we ever spoke to Chamfort. We had to have, though. He will tell you about Lord British's crown and suggest talk to Sir Simon, who's hiding in Border March. And our current quests, we know we're supposed to seek out Sir Simon. But I don't know who told us to do that. Greymarch did. And when you talk to Vigil, Joshua, and Leaf around the well at night, they tell you to go to Sir Sean of the Lyceum and Sutek, who lives on a small island in the south? I don't believe that that has happened for us. Although we did have the conversation around the well. So, do I need to repeat that? Let's see. So, Sir Sean, the Lyceum, and Sir Simon at Border March, we've talked to them, but we don't have any particular notes from those conversations. We know nothing of Sutek, so I think I go to North Brittany and have that meeting at the well again, and see if I can do better this time, apparently. Because apparently I missed things. I am currently riding a magic carpet that lets me traverse shallow water and poison swamps without difficulty. I love the magic carpet. Alright. North Brittany. I need to talk to Ventus. get the appointment at the well? Or do I need to do that again, maybe? I don't know. We will find out! Hello there! It's Joshua. I want Ventus. Ventus. Never heard of it. Job. Art thou helped or hindered by the new laws? Hindered. Then I might venture to say that thou doth oppose Blackthorn's new laws, or then might I venture, yes. Art thou aware that this is heresy? Yes. Dost thou know of the resistance? Yes. Dost thou support it? Yes. Dost thou know the password? I do. I do, and I have it written down. Somewhere. Dawn. Wait, heretic. Good. Sorry about all the questions, but we've got to be careful. If thou art with us, meet us by the well at midnight. Mention the password to those attending, but no one else, for spies abound. Indeed, at dawn we plan, and hey look, it's nighttime. Let's head to the well, so that I can speak to the people that show up at midnight. I don't remember. It is 8:32 p.m. I was like, I don't remember how I checked the time. And then I remembered how to check the time. 9:02. I mean, the people will just show up, and that will be midnight, but 10 p.m. I'm good at holding down the spacebar and passing, like, enough turns for, an hour to go by. A strong, tall woman I am called Vigil. We've spoken to Vigil, I know we have. Makes a living by farming, strong woman. Dawn? I guess that thou art with the resistance, yes? Yes? Canst thou prove it? Yes? I doubt it. I seem to recall having this happen before. How am I supposed to prove that I'm with the resistance? Aha! I am with the resistance. I can't prove it. At least thou art honest. I feel thou art trustworthy. Before, when my friends and I were a band of stalwart adventurers, we learned much. That was before. Learned? That was before the Shadow Lords. Shadow Lords. My friends and I learned much about them before we retired. Talk to them! Alrighty. Okay, so I should ask her friends about the Shadow Lords. Yeah, burly farmhand. I am called Leaf. Leaf. Loaf! Loaf! Dawn. Yes, sunrise is beautiful. Hard to resist. Wouldst thou not agree? Indeed. Sunrise is beautiful, hard to resist. I'm really bad at these specific keywords, and I don't know why. I had these conversations before and never got anywhere with them. Dawn. Whew. Apparently I got the right combination this time. We too resist his foul, oppressive regime. Hast thou ever faced a Shadow Lord? No. We have heard that here upon the very surface of Britannia there is a place where their energies focus. Just where it is we have not learned, but thou might learn more if thou dost seek out Sir Sean. Thank you, quest giver. Seek Sir Sean. I think it's at the Lyceum. We'll fix that if it's wrong. Shadow Lords from Leaf. Ah yes, in the Lyceum on Dagger Isle. Thou canst find him. Ask of Stonegate. That's the first time Stonegate's been in. Mayhap those specters can be dispatched from this plane of existence. Come on. Me the other two. Come to the well. Ventus. To the others! Not sure what to ask him. Should I ask Ventus? Thank you for the hydrate, Caden. I don't know that there's anything more to ask Ventus. I think Ventus is supposed to get us here. Let's wait and let's ask this farmer. Dawn? Yes? Good! Shall I tell thee what I know? Yes! I've heard much of the Shadow Lords. If faced in combat, thou art drawn into their plane of existence to do battle. It seems that they cannot be killed by normal means, so most who fight them die quickly. We've heard this before. A few souls have lived to tell that if a Shadow Lord is struck down, it will vanish into thin air. Soon after, its twisted soul shall return anew. One named Sutek. Apparently I didn't bother to write down Sutek. Sutek. Ask how to destroy Shadow. Lives on a remote isle in the south of the Great Sea. From Joshua. Alright. Okay, I feel like we got pointed in some directions there. Got Sir Sean, seek out Sutek. And we know we need to talk to Sir Simon. So let's go do some of those. This seems like a good plan to me. Question is... take my boat. I think I have to. HMS Cape plan. Ship rigged for double speed! Alright, okay. So, we know Sir Simon is over here on this island. The Lyceum is on Dagger Isle, which is over here. No. Yes. And I don't know where Sutek is, so... possibly here? I don't know if you can see my cursor. Worth trying. I hope we don't end up in too many sea battles, because the sea battles are bad. Of course, I say that, and immediately we're attacked by seahorses, which are not evil, and I cannot run from them. Sea battles are bad because they don't give any treasure, and a lot of the sea creatures aren't evil, and so I don't have to kill them, but I have to kill them because I can't run away. I'm not certain where I am. I am not where I want to be. I need to go further east. Hello, sharks! Oops. I make mistakes all the time, because I'm a pro gamer. Apparently I am a pro gamer, because I play and occasionally get money. And this is maybe as pro as you get? I don't know. It's not. I'm an amateur gamer. I just play to have fun. Occasionally get money. Indeed! I don't want to fight the seahorsey. I would not say that I'm especially good at video games. I just stopped caring that I was bad at them and started doing better at playing them. I just started playing them to have fun and, like, stopped lying to myself that, like, I used to think that I was not good enough if I consulted a walkthrough. Like, oh, you know, that means I shouldn't be playing the game at all because a real player wouldn't have to look at a walkthrough. And I don't think that anymore. If I can enhance my enjoyment of the game by checking a walkthrough, why wouldn't I do so? The whole point of playing a game is to have fun. And if I'm not having fun, and the walkthrough can get me back on a path to where I am having fun, why wouldn't I use it? Out of bed, you shopkeep! Came here to buy your wares. Gems. Yes. Don't know how many I have. Yeah, I'm good on keys and I'm good on torches. I just need gems. Ooh. Well, now I know what the purpose of the money is. Wow, I just spent all my money on gems. If I go south from here, I believe I should possibly locate this island that I see on the map. Okay. Fine. I think this is one of the best songs in the game. This is... Dang it! Dang it, Bobby. I somehow managed to avoid everything and sail all the way around to the north. Okay. So if I go from a spit of land just south of where hard to navigate to specific points. Alright, here's the town. We need to go further south. If I go from here and go down 3 and then east, I should find this island, I hope. Yes! This is where I wanted to be! I believe this is going to be Sutek's Island. I mean, we got here in the middle of the night, so he's asleep. But, this is... Crystal ball. on. Look. Strange vision. Ooh. What is that up in the northwest of this area? While it's nighttime, I'm going to go and see. Always search the holes of dead trees. Note. Here lies Lebei. NG. No. Lebling. Liebling? In his okay, that is the CF. No, that doesn't. Coffin, in his coffin. KICCE. No, KICKE. Picked the PH. No, E. Right, that's a D. R. A. E. Picked the dragon. Once too often. Here lies Liebling in his coffin, kicked the dragon once too often. H-E-S? He's no longer alive. He tried to drink from that's not from. Oh, he's no longer alive. He tried to drink and drive. this has been a I know where this is going, but yes, this has been a public service announcement. Because he's no longer alive, he tried to drink and drive. This has been a public service announcement. Or service T-O not announcement. It's this has been a public service tombstone, is what it says. Okay. Here lies poor Richard, buried alive or trying to finish trying to F-I-N-I-S H finish Ultima 5. Here lies poor Richard buried alive trying to finish Ultima 5. Oh, you gotta love classic video game gravestones. They are quite often hilarious. I love the public service tombstone. That was cute. Alright. Let's talk to this person. You see a young, solemn maid. I am. What is thy name? Hut on Southern Swamp Island is what we'll call this. Sutek. Do you remember one where the hi Snorpamouse text on the gravestone asks you not to stand on it. If you did anyway, the ghost shut up and asked you to stop. Well, and so it was such a common thing in games that you encountered a gravestone and you clicked on all the gravestones because they all had jokes, that in the first Baldur's Gate PC game, you get to, I forget what town it was, the first town that you go to after the Friendly Arms Inn, and you get there and there's a grave site there outside of the Church of Helm, I think it is, and there are tons of gravestones and you can click on them all, and they've got little jokes on a lot of them, but there's one of them, you click on it and he tells you to stop. A voice comes from the grave and tells you to stop, and if you keep clicking on it, a ridiculously strong lich pops out and kills your entire party. But because it was such a big thing in games to click on the gravestones to see the jokes, everybody did it. I've only beat that lich like twice, I think. And it's super early in game, so if you're just exploring and clicking on the gravestones and it tells you to stop, like, the natural reaction, if you're used to playing these games, is to keep doing it. thou the avatar of legend? I have been trying the nature of the 3 shards. I have learned they were formed at the time of the first Dark Lord. When Mondaine's gem of immortality destroyed, its shards still harbored unseen. They lay festering deep within the earth, but now their malevolent power has been unleashed on the world. Shards and the Shadow Lords can and must destroy. The shards must be recovered from their resting places in the boundless underworld and cast into eternal flames of truth, love, and courage. Get shards cast into eternal flame. Cast into eternal flames. I will in a moment, Caden. I'm still in the convo, so I can't yet. Even as each respective Shadow Lord stands nigh upon the flame of the principle it opposes. While the Lord stands in the flame. This seems like it will be difficult to orchestrate. Take now this knowledge and use it well. Jimmy. No, Jimmy. Is that all I get to learn from you? Yeah, I can't have a regular conversation. Well, okay. I think we have learned how to destroy the Shadow Lords. And we have saved. Alright. That's one place down. I love how we went in even though the bridge was not there because magic carpet. Oh, I will stretch. Thank you, Caitlin. Ooh. Alright, I think I've already used it, but we'll use it again. Lyceum and for Simon. Where I am, they're both equally inconvenient. So, if I head south to go north... Oh, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Sure. I think it's probably an excellent time to take a quick break. The sailor that squints and has overly large upper arms, just give them some spinach and leave them to... Leaves them be. Yes. Indeed. Also, spinach is good for you. I did not like spinach until I had it on pizza. That opened my world to spinach. Anyway, Lord Portico is correct. It is time for a quick bio break. So I am going to switch to the Be Right Backs and encourage you all to take a moment and stretch, get something to drink, go and eat some sunlight, or, you know, all of those things, because I can't apparently tell accurate instructions on how to do things. Anyway, take a break yourself, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I also highly approve of making pizza dough Snorpinbas, because pizza dough, if you make pizza dough, that generally means you're gonna make pizza, and pizza is the best food. I say this definitely knowing that there are people who do not like pizza. My grandfather did not like pizza. My grandfather did not like cheese and did not like tomatoes. So did not like pizza. I don't understand how someone cannot like cheese. Except that I do, because I don't like blue cheese. And, you know, everybody has different tastes. But at the same time, like, you like cheese but you shouldn't have it? That doesn't really count, I don't think. But... You'll be having pizza tonight anyway because D&D demands it. I'm hoping that there are preventative measures that you can take to prevent yourself from really regretting having cheese. Also, like, I don't know how your D&D group is, but, like, you can make pizza without cheese. There are cheese alternatives. You have the appropriate enzyme pills. Like, I personally would be saddened for a non-cheesy pizza, but it is definitely a possibility. Okay, I know where I am now. So it's my dad's father who didn't like cheese and didn't like tomatoes and therefore did not like pizza. My mom's mom decided that she was going to make a pizza that he would like. And that was the first time I ever had a fruit pizza. It was graham cracker crust with, like a... I guess it was a cream cheese frosting, or cream cheese topping, and then slices of fruit on it. And my grandfather actually did enjoy that pizza. On the other side of this island, but... Oh, dang it! On bet, cast, on Nox. I stepped into the swamp. Given that tomato is actually a fruit, wouldn't most pizzas be fruit pizzas? You are not wrong. You don't like pizza sauce, or tomato sauce that much, and prefer white pizza. White pizza is good. White pizza, is a thing that we used to have. My favorite white pizza came from, a restaurant called Jerry's Subs and Pizza in the DC area. Oh dear, did I just make a big, huge frackin' mistake? Oh good, I was like... I used to really love the white pizza at Jerry's Subs and Pizza. And used to go there and get a slice of the white pizza and a birch beer. Barks Birch Beer. Which birch beer is like root beer, only different. And I actually really like the birch beer. Fuck. I indeed have returned to the overworld. I just lost my ship. I'm about to take this one instead. Hi, Organ Mike. How are you today? Thinly sliced pancetta. Licino olives. I'm not familiar with those. Baby plum tomatoes. And real Italian mozzarella. And the flowers from Napoli. All of that sounds wonderful except the plum tomatoes. And I say this just from my personal taste. Like, I don't like hot tomatoes. If they're made into a sauce, that's fine. If there are tomatoes on my pizza, I don't care for them. But that is my preference, and I understand that not everybody feels the same about tomatoes on pizza. You love living in your a live Discord meeting? Okay. American tomatoes are reviled across the planet because they taste like water. Interesting. I did not know that, Snorfenvoss. I'm not surprised. I just didn't know it. Live reading of stories. Gotcha. Ha! Avoided some sea battles. Hey there, Ettins. I don't actually want to fight you, so let's just bye to you. Trying to go to the Lyceum. We just talked to Sutek. Close. Gotta be like... Aha! I am close. You just don't like tomatoes at all, regardless of origin. Yeah, my grandfather didn't like tomatoes at all either. Proper wild tomatoes taste great, and the European varieties do as well. In the US, they get force-grown in greenhouses, hence the flavor. Or, I mean, basically all US produce is how do we churn out as much as possible, regardless of quality. Which is why Red Delicious apples became a thing, because the US marketplace was, let's make as many as possible as quickly as possible, but also we need to make them so that they will sell, and they'll sell really well if they look good. Because in the US, if produce looks good, it will sell more than if it actually tastes good. And the Red Delicious apple was bred to have a beautiful, beautiful exterior. Unfortunately, that made an apple that was extremely mealy on the inside and unpleasant to eat. But it was the dominant apple in the US for a long time because it looked pretty. Process them into sauce or ketchup. Yeah. You've been an apple orchard country yourself. Yeah, my favorite, honestly, is the Granny Smith. I really love the firm texture and the tartness of the Granny Smith apple. But Pink Ladies are pretty good. Honeycrisp is what Philip likes. I don't like them as much, but they're a decent apple. They were developed by the University of Minnesota. I'm here to talk to Sir Sean, that's what First, welcome in our sanctum, Wanderer. I am Faye. Dost thou need the help of Ruth this fair afternoon? Yes? Never mind. I don't need it. I don't need it! Heal. Arkansas black apples. I'm not familiar with those elixir. That is a new one on me. Very sweet local variety that's bright green and really good as a candy substitute. Diabetics beware. I mean, I grew up in Northern Virginia, and that is sort of apple country. I moved further into apple country when I first went to undergrad. In fact, I did not know we had a reading day at my undergrad university. We did, but I didn't even know what a reading day was. Reading day being a thing at university where you don't have classes and you're preparing for exams. I didn't know our university had a reading day because it happened during the Apple Blossom Festival in town every year. And the Apple Blossom Festival, referred to by students as Apple Flapple, at the time at least, had a parade and outdoor drinking, and I mean, it was college students. Who was gonna study when there was a parade and outdoor drinking? Yeah, I would love to try one, Elixir. Fructose, fruit sugar can be just as bad. Yes! Yeah, no, that makes sense. What's wrong with Irish breakfast at 2 p.m.? I didn't wake up until 11 today, and so it's sort of an experimental day for me because I've not taken my ADHD meds that late before. Words have meaning. Right, we're here, we've got Sir Sean. Sir Sean, ask about Stonegate. Art thou afraid to journey into evil's abode? Irish breakfast is a strong black tea, Snorpabas. Oh, you probably knew that though. Howard! I guess I'll say no. Scottish breakfast being deep fried whiskey. Like a Scotch egg. Ooh, Stonegate. Nice place. Bit of a Shadowlord infestation. Just dried leaves and boiled water. Sail first, thy ship, unto the southernmost part of Lost Hope Bay. Travel so far as thy skiff will take thee. Let's see. I should make notes of this, should I not? Stinby! It happened organically. I don't know if anyone here watched Amy Dallin play the King's Quest games. She tried to write the word stone. She tried to type the word stone. In one of the early games where you had to like type in words for the spells really quickly. And she accidentally typed Stinby, and it became a thing on her channel. And I was just trying to type Stonegate and typed Stinby. so apparently easy to make that mistake on a standard American keyboard. Sail first thy ship unto southernmost part of Lost Hope Bay. Travel so far as thy skiff will take Sindygate. No, Stinby! It's Stinby! Some speak of a special implement that can be used to cross the mountains. Find first this equipment. We have that. Climb thy way through the mountain. Also, if you have not watched Amy Dallin play King's Quest, you should. If you enjoy retro gaming at all, you need to check out Enthusiamy's VODs of her playthroughs of King's Quest. They are amazing. Every time you see a gamer story using Shadowlord, you always go, dang it, where's a Silver Fang when you want one? Too much Werewolf the Apocalypse. Yeah, I don't know what a Silver Fang has to do with a Shadowlord, but I've never played Werewolf the Apocalypse. Thy way as a single word? Yeah, Mike, I saw that. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm gonna just, because I can, do that. Most recently, she's been hosting for D&D Beyond, and her streams have been Stardew Valley, but the VODs on her channel of her playing King's Quest have been really, they're excellent. Worth going back to. Oh, Silverfangs and Shadowlords are werewolf tribes in the game. I did not know that. Because I don't know anything about Werewolf the Apocalypse. I barely know anything about the White Wolf Vampire, I think 2nd edition of the Masquerade, from like the late 1990s. Silverfangs are the monarchist ruler tribe. The Shadowlords are the wannabes. So they're at odds with each other. Climb thy way through the mountains to the south. There thou shalt find the Black Keystone Gate, guarded by Balinor, foulest of demons. Stone Gate. Balin. Split werewolf tribes up by continent. Shadowlords and Silverfangs are European. Indeed, Snorpabas. Definitely some problematic content, especially from the early versions of the White Wolf games. Earthly domain of the 3 Shadowlords from which have returned. I think that is all we wanted to know from Sir Sean. So I think we head to Sir Simon. My brain paused for a second there. First edition AD&D had lower strength scores. Yeah, I mean, times change. And I've heard really good things about Vampire 5th edition and the other, like, new versions of the World of Darkness games. I know not all of the games have gotten new versions, though. And that would be something that it would be wonderful to see, is some of the games that haven't gotten new versions getting new versions, so that they can also be updated with less problematic content. That said, I lament certain games from the 90s being amazing concepts with really problematic freaking content. I speak, of course, of Rift. Rift, a game I love and yet will never play as written, because, oh boy, such problems. And yet, a wonderful concept for a game. Favorite White Wolf game was Changeling, and even that had issues. Like the whole mental health care is bad for the Fae thing. Scorpion Boss, I don't know who is in what communities at this point. Are you familiar with the Stream Punks? Do you watch the Stream Punks? Dang it. When did I save? Whenever it was, I'm gonna load. Scorpion Boss, you should check out the Stream Punks again, because their current game that they have played 4 episodes of is Changeling the Dreaming, run by Eric. It's got Sam Delev and Bonnie Gordon and Elisa Pearl and Adriana Cazador. Am I forgetting somebody? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. And Gina DeVivo. And they are playing Changeling the Dreaming. And they are playing it in a Stream Punks way. So it's still World of Darkness, but it's the Stream Punks. So it's got a thread of positivity and hope in it that would be recognizable from them, and they're aware of like the things that make the game problematic and will steer clear of those, or just like house rules, change lore, whatever is needed to make it better, because that's kind of what the Stream Punks do. So yeah, I would definitely say you should definitely give another watch over to the Stream Punks. You can catch up on the first 4 episodes. I think they're all on the Stream Punks YouTube in a, I'm gonna check now, in a playlist. If not, I know they're all on the Q Times YouTube, because Q Times is where they actually live broadcast them. It's not currently on the Stream Punks. But nope, don't play. Didn't need to play. Thankfully, it's muted. I just want to grab the... So yeah, anyway, that's where you can find the playlist of the Barony of Olives, which is their Changeling the Dreaming game. And they play Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/qtimes. So you said you liked Changeling, and they're amazing. You should watch them, and they are playing Changeling. Alright. I'm not going to go and do the conversation again, because I don't need to, because I already got the information, which is the whole point of the conversation. So, instead, I'm just going to go where I needed to go, and hopefully not get killed by a pirate ship on the way. Need to pay attention and figure out where the heck. Town? Don't know which town this is. Garabrai. Makes sense. Okay, I'm north of where I need to be. Board the ship. Row, row, row your boat gently down the coast. Merrily, 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 eaten by a ghost. That's great. Fire the cannons! Incidentally, we did finish watching, firing the cannons made me think of this. We finished watching Our Flag Means Death. And I wish that I hadn't. Not because it's not good, I just wish that I hadn't because now I have to wait until they make more to resolve the situation, because it ended on not exactly a cliffhanger, but I won't say any more then. Sorry, Snorpavas. It ended, and I didn't want it to be ended. I wanted it to keep going further. Alright. Why did I come here? I came here for Sir Simon. And I won't find Sir Simon at night, so let's wait until morning. I will say, though, yeah, I had a chat with Sutek. While I did enjoy Our Flag Means Death, the best television show that I have seen recently is Severance. Severance was amazing. Sir Simon, we are. What am I supposed to talk to you about? Hector. A mighty item of immense power. It is said that when used it can disperse all magical barriers, even in the ethereal plane. I hear 'tis held by the Shadow Lords themselves, in their... We were doing so good. Fingers crossed that's it, and it goes away, and we're having such a good stream. Anyway, yes, ISNQP. Snorpabos, it happens to my stream all the time. I was reading this bit of the game and happened to see that my kilobits per second dropped to 0. And then they bounced up to like 6,000 or something after that. It's a regular thing with my ISP. So I don't actually think it's Twitch related in this case, but it could be a combination of things. Let's see. I hear 'tis held by the Shadow Lords themselves in their earthly fortress. Okay, is that all I'm supposed to get from you? Because I think I already knew that. Yeah, we were just supposed to ask him about the scepter. So I think we've done that. It doesn't have to be just one problem. It can be all the problems. Indeed. Hey, next steps in the game. I have never bothered to write down the law of spirituality. Notes, ask Simon about British. I think we have previously, but I will. All that I know is that his crown, the crown and the scepter and the amulet must be recovered. Crown, scepter, amulet. Crown. A powerful artifact. Lord British once told me of its ability. When worn, it absorbs all magical forms of attack, no matter how powerful. Absorbs all magical attack, no matter how powerful. Hot Blackthorn's castle, that's gonna be difficult to get. I don't have my Wi-Fi card on, Snorpinboss. I have never activated. In fact, I went in and shut it off. I'm connected, hardwired in. Yeah, I'm gonna want this ability. Ability. Okay, crown and scepter, we just had that. Amulet. Of that, my wife knows more than I. Amulet. I have seen the amulet which Lord British once bore. It lies forgotten in the underworld amongst the graves of valiant warriors. With only this can thee find thy path, in a place of unholy darkness, which I have foreseen shall block thy way. 'Tis beyond such a place that thou must search, if thou art to mend the injustice wrought upon the world by Blackthorn and his specters. We already have had that conversation. Blackthorn's castle is where fun goes to die! So... Graves of Valiant Warriors. Doesn't tell me about that. Okay. Castle. Like it might be something we could I have consulted a walkthrough today, and so I'm just looking at, other than going to Stonegate, I've done everything in preparation for getting the scepter. I think. I'm looking. I have the grapple. I have the glass swords. Have the magic carpet. And then this walkthrough says, now you're fully equipped to face the dangers in Stonegate and retrieve the scepter. Inhabited by the 3 Shadow Lords who go invisible and are only vulnerable to glass swords. Scepter's in the central room surrounded by deadly pit traps. That's what I was thinking, Mike. I was like, it says I have everything I need, but I also feel like if I kill the Shadow Lords first, I can get the scepter a lot easier. The Lord and Lady, as you leave, have fun storming Blackthorn's castle! You think I'll make it? It'd be a miracle. Indeed. But destroying the Shadow Lord. Joshua of North Brittany from the Resistance said to talk to Sutek, which we've done. Retrieve the 3 shards. That's a thing. It's just awful. Alright, it looks like we need to go to Hithloth, Deceit, and Covetous and Wrong. Talk to Quentin of Farthing. Great. But to get to the dungeons, I need Words of Power, which I have, but I haven't gotten them. This is the weirdest bits. Hithloth. Oh, that's why they want you to go that way. I see. I have access to information. They're hard to hit, they teleport around the battlefield, they go invisible, they charm your party, and they're generally rude. Use them to 0 hit points and win the fight, they get back up. Yeah. I see why the walkthrough wanted you to do Blackthorn's Castle next, because, to get the Word of Power for Dungeon Hithloth, the counselor who knows it is in the dungeon at Blackthorn's Castle. But the clue book tells us what the words of power are, and so I don't have a problem using it. Now, where Hithloth is, I don't remember. Scarabrai? Let's head north towards the Scarabrai, because I need to write down Blackthorn's law from here anyway. Not that I think I need to, except that I've written them all down, and I feel like I should continue to do so. Lord British's journal? I don't think so. Blackthorn's Law of Spirituality. The only one of his laws I did not write down. Thou shalt enforce the laws of virtue, or thou shalt die as a heretic. It's not an in-game item? Oh, Lord British's journal! That, is that not in the Book of Lore? I think it is. Spellbook. It might be in the clue book. It doesn't appear to be in the Book of Lore. Auguries, Skies, Forbidden Places, Underworld, Final Trial. It doesn't seem to be in here. Not in the manual. That wouldn't make sense. Reference card, Book of Lore, Spellbook, Cluebook, Map. It wouldn't be the first time that they didn't include something. Lord British's journal. Comes with Ultima 5. It was not... No, I found a link. I'm gonna grab it here. It was not included with the GOG version of the game. Not the first time that they didn't include something that came with the game when it originally released. Oh, lovely. Apparently the place that I downloaded it from included their logo at the top. Wonderful. At Snorpin Pass, I don't know why, but I'm the same. Like, somehow this music does not feel ridiculously repetitive, even though it repeats over and over. 27th day of the 11th month of the year 137. Herein is detailed the Odyssey of His Majesty Lord British as recorded by Rameau, scribe to the court of Lord British. With us on this journey into the uncharted underworld venture the knights Arionis, Meriden, Gerasi, Jaina, Noin, and Roin. Day 1. Dawn, we set off on our skiff down the river Maelstrom, east of Spiritwood. For the falls, we paused to remember the brave men who discovered this entrance to the underworld. Then we cast off and repeat their plunge into the lightless underground waterway. We land our boat on the western shore of a great lake. The cavern's low ceiling hangs close over us, and the humidity is oppressive. Arionis and Jirashi erect a wooden sign commemorating our expedition. The rest of us repair the damage to our skiff inflicted by the subterranean rapids that carried us here. We embark again, following a navigable stream south. After a short distance, a tributary branches off to the east, but we continue south. Cavern walls now tower above us, dimly reflecting our torchlight. The current grows stronger, and the crashing sound of tortured water steadily increases. Abruptly, the river turns a sharp bend. The roar grows painfully loud as our skiff careens down a great fall. Storage cap breaks loose and knocks Meriden out of the boat during our fall. The skiff lands flooded, but miraculously upright. We drag the unconscious Meriden back into the boat and retrieve the cask. He revives as we row west, past a southern tributary. Favorite. Ben Daglish, Bullsbeck. I don't know what they did, and I didn't know Ken Arnold was the composer for this, but a lot of like 80s game music is surprisingly really good. I don't know why surprisingly. The river slows as we arrive at another fort. We continue north, hugging the water-hewn stone wall on our right. As the river swings back to the southwest, we hear the sound of approaching waterfalls. Quickly, we land the boat on the southern shore. Hirasi sets off to explore a promising passage that rocks to the southeast. On returning, she reports that the natural fissure slopes downward steeply, but rejoins the river beyond the treacherous falls. We portage our skiff around the falls with little difficulty, and are once again on our way. While the day wanes thousands of feet above us, the river empties into a calm lake, stretching out beyond our sight into murky gloom. We row south by southeast, following the shore. A muffled scream, a heavy splash are our first omens of danger. We all stare at the stern where moments before the raven-haired knight Shayna sat. Meriden quickly intones 2 words of magic and the lake around us explodes in light, blinding us momentarily. A hideous, ebony creature twice as large as our skiff with Shayna clutched in one of its slimy tentacles. Already dozens of yards away, it is retreating 10 paces further with every heartbeat. Lord British strides to the stern and stretches his arms toward the receding monstrosity. In a voice as clear as crystal, in a tone as urgent as the wind, he speaks 7 words. We do not comprehend their meaning, but we witness their impact. The squid creature pulls up suddenly. A wrenching noise tears through the dank air. A large wave passes under our boat. The squid creature has been vanquished. The light from Meriden's spell fades, and new torches are lit to replace those dropped in panic. Shayna, dragged from the water, now sleeps at her place upon the boat's stern. Our king rests also, deep in meditation of the virtue. We row on. Eventually, at the southern shore of the lake, we follow the westernmost of 2 identical-looking streams. We explore several land passages along the way, but they all prove to be dead ends. The river turns north, flows on a while, and then perversely turns south. Our first day's journey ends at this juncture. Interesting Snorfenbus. I don't think I've ever played or listened to either of those. Day 2. We awaken to a morning as dark as the blackest of nights. Our campfire is a damp mound of cold ashes. Underground river has risen in the night, soaking the meager supply of dry wood we brought with us. Setting out upon the waters again, we row south. Scarcely an hour passes before we come upon another waterfall, one with no opportunities for portaging around. From the beach, however, we can see the river resuming only a few yards beyond the falls. With few options, we brace ourselves and steer over the falls. Soon as we are righted, though, the coursing water turns abruptly and we plunge down another fall. Shaken and bruised, the group has barely enough time to secure a firm grip on the boat before we plunge down a 3rd cascade. After a brief respite, we pass over a 4th, though smaller, falls. Finally, we pass into a small, tranquil lake. We land on the south shore and examine the area. Though a large fissure in the cliff walls provides a land exit to the south, no navigable waterway leaves the cavern. There is no choice. We shoulder our remaining provisions and continue on foot through the fissure. The rough ride over the falls has eliminated another option. If we ever return to Britannia, it will not be by retracing our steps. Although it might be by my retracing the steps. I'll have to look for that, Snorpabus. The path leaving the cavern is at first swampy and tedious to walk upon, but the way becomes easier as we leave the lake behind. Soon the path curves north again, and we come upon a great cavern with an uneven rock ceiling many stories high. We're now walking on yellow grass growth A movement by his feet causes Arionis to halt before we can draw our weapons. A great leathery tentacle, as thick as a man's leg, coils around Arionis, then starts dragging him into its underground lair. Noin drives his deadly main gouge into the tentacle. Thick green fluid streams from the severed tentacle as it falls away. As Arionis stumbles to his feet, he quickly shouts a warning. Noin turns to sever a second tentacle just before it ensnares him. Movement in the grass from which we have just come indicates more tentacled monstrosities approaching. We flee together to the north side of the cavern, slipping between rocks into a passage leading away. Before long, the passage turns and we head south again. At the end of the passage, we find ourselves in a massive cavern. The walls and ceiling extend beyond the glow of our torches. We wait in vain for our echoes to return. It is difficult to fathom a cavern so large it stifles echoes. We turn to the right, hugging the southern wall. The stench of a stagnant river fills the air, and as we walk, the mud gives way to sand. When we have left the river miles behind us, we encamp. Day 3. A shriek of pain awakens us after only a few hours of sleep. Meriden utters an oath, followed by 2 eerie sounds, and a grisly scene is revealed. The knight Gerasi is standing unsteadily, slicing her dagger at 6 great worms that swam around her, rearing up to strike while deftly evading her dagger. Her left arm is held against her chest in an attempt to staunch the flow of blood from a gaping wound. Lord British raises his staff and utters an incantation. A deep chill descends momentarily, then the 6 worms forget their prey and assault each other with unreasoned fury. Meriden magically draws out the worm's poisonous venom. We quickly bind Gerasi's arm, gather our gear, and resume our journey eastward along the southern wall. Only 2 worms remain writhing in combat as we depart. After the wall finally curves to the north, we take a passage out of the cavern to the northeast. The trail is rocky and wide enough for 3 to walk abreast. The twins, Noin and Roin, bringing up the rear, are the first to notice the large winged creature with matted brown fur and sharp, unsheathed talons. When we stop to look, however, it flies off. Half an hour later, we notice 2 of these, but both fly off again as we turn. An hour later, 3 of these ugly creatures approach, flying closer than previous forays dared before veering off. We quicken our pace. The passage empties into a large, grassy area with a high earthen ceiling. As we stop to rest, a deafening crescendo of screams heralds the invasion of a dozen winged monsters. The avian terrors attack in force. Armor and skin is ripped from our backs. Our swords swing, our daggers fly, but to no avail. Only 2 winged monsters are wounded, then finished. The remaining 10 circle us furiously as Lord British shouts out words of mystic command. 4 more attackers are destroyed, but many more of our party have fallen. As I fight, I see Meriden from the corner of my eye. He crawls out of the fray and raises his arms. Before he falls, he gasps 4 words. A great flame breaks out between his outstretched arms and surges forward. One by one, the last of the nightmarish creatures is consumed with flame. The largest bat spirals to the ground. Its burning carcass crashes next to Meriden's corpse, a memorial fire to our great Archmaid. Day 4. Mong bats. Today, the three of us remaining buried the valiant knights Arionis, Meriden, Gerasi, Noin, and Roin, here upon the underground battlefield where they fell. Tomorrow we shall seek our way back to our own world. Our disastrous quest here is finished. I now see why you wanted me to read this, because that is where the amulet is. The amulet lies forgotten in the underworld amongst the graves of valiant warriors. Day 5. The wraiths came this morning. There were 3 of them. They walked through the stone. Their blackness was deeper than the shadows from which they emerged. Advancing toward Lord British, they ignored Shayna and myself. Lord British held their gazes, murmuring words of life, healing, and protection. Still they advanced. One raised its hand, pointing at our lord. Then a silver bolt struck our immortal king, and he fell to the stony earth. Shayna was frozen, transfixed. I stumbled forward, but when I touched that cloak, I shrank back. Foreboding washed over me. They took our lord with them. I was powerless to stop them. I am afraid we all are. So yeah, with this we could venture to get the amulet. Like going. I was doing something before we did this, but I got the thing there. I want to leave. I was trying to find the entrance to the dungeon Hithloth, wasn't I? I was thinking about that. I was also thinking of heading to Hithloth, which I don't remember where the entrance to Hithloth is, which makes that difficult. But it's near it's gotta be near Scarabrai. Isle of the Avatar. Oh! Oh! Okay. Where is this waterfall that they talk about? River Maelstrom east of Spiritwood. I have so many options. Yeah, I remember. East. The day-night cycle in this game frustrates me. I try to go somewhere and then suddenly it's nighttime. That's not what I wanted to do now. I want my skiff. That was a silly thing that I just did. If I want to follow where they went... This is the island of... Island of Sherlock, the Strange? This is the island of Sherlock the Strange? Flying carpet can function as a skiff? I mean, did I leave the skiff then? We'll see. Okay. So, sailed. Here, waterfall. Falls. Falling into Underworld. Okay. We're in the Underworld. Land our boat on the western shore of a great lake. Cavern's low ceiling hangs close over us and the humidity is oppressive. So they landed here on the shore. You know, I probably should have rested before doing this. Let me a little bit of a rest now. You have no skiff and your ship sinks, you get on the carpet instead of drowning? I did not know this. Hey, look! This was the best possible outcome of resting. Right, rest of us repair the damage to our skiff inflicted. Embark again, following a navigable stream south. I don't see the sign. They say they erected a sign. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. H-E-R-E-U-P. Hereupon, begin the... No, began. Hereupon began the... That is a letter form that I... Oh, Q. Hereupon began the quest of... Q doesn't happen very often in the game. Hereupon began the quest of His Majesty Lord British to... to explore and chart the new underworld on 11/27/137. Hereupon began the quest of His Majesty Lord British to explore and chart the new underworld on 11/27/137. Really kind of don't want to fight you, so if you leave me alone, I won't. Longbat! No! Not while I'm on the water! I don't know what part of the underworld I'm in. I also have no idea how many arrows I have left. I maybe should have prepared for this more. Nope. That's gonna be a no from me. Thanks. Alright, head a navigable river to the south. After a short distance, a tributary branches off to the east, but we continue south. Cavern walls tower above us, dimly reflecting our torchlight. Current grows stronger, and the crashing sound of tortured water steadily increases. Abruptly, the river turns a sharp bend. The roar grows painfully loud as our skiff careens down a great fall. The storage cask breaks loose. We drag the unconscious narrator and as we row west past a southern tributary. A posture, a stretch and dehydrate. Ooh, stretch. Ooh, stretch. Thank you. You can portage around some of the falls. Thank you, Lord Portico. River slows as we arrive at another fork. Fork. Piece of fork. We continue north, hugging the water-hewn stone wall on our right. As the river swings back to the southwest, hear the sound of approaching waterfalls. Quickly, we land the boat on the southern shore. Natural fissure slopes. We portage our skiff while the day wanes. To be a calm lake coming up. We have to climb hills. You can still take fall damage. Yeah. A calm lake. I lost my place. Stretching out beyond our sight into the murky gloom, we row south by southeast, following the shore. Saving. The first time I saved since we got down here, and I'm not certain I wanted to, but Caden has struck from the shadows and landed a critical hit. Great job on your stealthing. A muffled scream, a heavy splash. Here at the stern, where moments before. A mini creature. Wave passes. Squid creature vanquished. Light for Meriden's spell. New torches. We row on. Eventually, at the southern shore of the lake, we follow the westernmost of two identical-looking streets. Westernmost. Explore several land passages along the way, but they all prove to be dead ends. The river turns north, flows on a while. The journal is one of the neatest bits of RPG. Not a map, but it tells you where to go, which is really, really cool. And I'm sorry, GOG, what the fuck? You sold this game. It came with this thing. You included books it didn't come with, and you didn't include this one that is integral to beating the game. Like, seriously, GOG, what the heck? Perversely turns south. I remembered something about taking a skiff over a waterfall from when I played as a kid, but didn't remember what it was. We awaken to a morning as dark as the blackest of nights. Our campfire is damp and we row south. Scarcely an hour passes before we come upon another waterfall. I think I just have to go over this one. One with no opportunities for portaging around. From the beach, however, we can see that as soon as we righted, though, the coursing water abruptly fall down another fall. Shaken and bruised, the group has barely enough time to secure a firm grip on the boat before we plunge down a third cascade. After a brief respite, we pass over a fourth. Oh, I've been using GOG Galaxy because I didn't know you could buy GOG games without using it. But I really don't buy much from them because I forget that I have the games. I use Steam as my game manager, and if the game's not in Steam, I forget I have it. I can load some of them into Steam, but honestly, the ones that I've done that with, where I get them into my Steam list so that at least I remember they exist, I know once I see them that they're not actually in Steam, and it has to take me to another software, and usually that is enough of a barrier to make me, like, not play the game, which is stupid and silly, but it's reality, which is why, like, I have GOG because of Ultima. This is where I got Ultima. And I've got a couple of other things, like they had a deal on the Shadowrun game, and I ended up getting them for that. I have the Origin and EA launchers installed because certain games required them. But I've never like downloaded Epic, and don't want to because I don't want another game launcher. So I didn't know you could download directly from the GOG site. But at this point, you know, I have software installed, and it doesn't bother me that much. So, finally pass into a small tranquil lake. We land on the south shore and examine the area. There's their boat. Though a large fissure in the cliff walls provides a land exit to the south, no navigable waterway leaves the cavern. There is no choice. We shoulder our remaining provisions and continue on foot through the fissure. The rough ride over the falls has eliminated another option. The path leaving the cavern is at first swampy and tedious to walk upon. The way becomes easier as we leave soon the path curves north again. Oh! Hat trick! I shall indeed change my hat. Yeah, we're going with this one because this one fits with this game so well. Incidentally, there was an attempt to get me another hat. And the shop where I got the red hat behind me and the like Peter Pan style hat. Thank you, Caden, for redeeming the hat trick. I hope that you enjoy this new hat. Ho ho and fair wind and warnings. 6:30 p.m. lingers on the horizon. Thank you, Elixir. We tried to get another hat from them, and it turned out that they were not actively selling or making hats because they were doing Ren Fair stuff, but their website had not been turned off yet. And so they were like, yeah, well, we can get that hat for you if you order again in January. I was like, oh, lovely. So I was going to be getting a John Bull, which is a short top hat that I had my eye on for a while, and it'll have to wait a while longer. Let's see. Trying to follow where I am. Curves north again, and we come upon a great cavern with an uneven rock ceiling many stories high. I would rather not fight all of these bats. That will take a while. Skip that. And one spider, but for time reasons. I don't know which direction I'm supposed to go from here. What is that tentacle? Oh, it's, well, depends. What do you mean genuine wizard hat? It is a wizard hat. One very angry spider. Corpsers? Do I have to fight them? There we go. Okay, here's the cavern. I mean, it is a wizardy hat. It is intended as a wizard hat, so I take it as a wizard hat. Alright, cavern. Goes around, starts dragging an underground lair. North side of the cavern before slipping between rocks into a passage leading away to the east. Don't want to fight the corpses. Am I back? I think I might be back now. Had another internet blip. But yeah, I definitely saw Mike. I could see the ground moving. We're along the passage turns and we head south again. End of the passage, we find ourselves in a massive cavern. Hi, dragon. Did I kill the dragon? I've been running from so many fights. Should I kill the dragon? I'm gonna try and kill the dragon. I definitely saw a drop in the bitrate. Like, ridiculously low again. But it wasn't a very lengthy drop. And hey, bouncing again. So apparently my internet is like, hey, you know, it is about that time. How hard is a dragon to kill? Come on! Kill the dragon! Kill the dragon! Yes! I successfully killed a dragon! Complex trap. Two-handed sword, a spiked collar, cloth armor, long sword, crossbow, leather armor, plate mail, spiked collar, main gouge, corals, 12 gold, and a scroll, and 2 keys, and 1 food. Let's pull up 9 hours. Yes, set a watch. Gonna rest a little and hopefully heal a tiny bit. Kill the dragon, kill the dragon. Yeah. That was exactly where my brain was. Alright, open into a very large cavern. Okay. Walls and ceiling extend beyond the glow of our torches. We wait in vain for echoes to return. Turn to the right, hugging the southern wall. Mud gives way to sand. Left the river long behind us. Resurrect scroll, that's awesome. I didn't take the time to figure out what kind of scroll it was. I just saw that it was a scroll. I don't see sand. Thank you, dragon. I'd rather actually not fight you, thanks. No! Demon! Thank you. Oh my gosh. Three hit points. We're just gonna rest a little bit longer here. Maybe Janna will get more than 27 hit points. Nope. Okay, it's fine. I'm not certain where I'm supposed to go from here. Okay. So they just followed the wall until... But after it started curving to the north again, they took a passage to the east. Don't see that that is a possibility. What have I done wrong? Alright. I'm gonna use these gems and we're gonna figure out where I'm supposed to be. I think this is it. Want to get to the destination! Along the southern wall, curves north. Large grassy area. I'm here. Have to rest. Is this... I don't see graves, but... Was it there, or is it the next grassy area? Ha! The Amulet of Lord British! Here lies a valiant knight Meriden, R.I.P. Here lies a valiant knight Arionis. Here lies a valiant knight Roin. Here lies a valiant knight Noin. Here lies a valiant knight Gerasi. The question is, how the heck do I get back out of here? Because I don't know. But that's for next time. What was it that we just got? We got a thing, and it was the amulet. I put on the amulet. I have the amulet. I have the amulet. I did not expect to get the amulet today, but we did. Fast travel path? I don't know what that is. Dying? I think dying is the fastest travel path I'm aware of. Well. That was not expected. But cool. I did save, thank you. Alright, let me see who's around for the rating of the channels. And indeed, Bree is streaming, and that is our normal Saturday raid, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Is actively live and making arts. So, that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up a raid to Bree. Thank you everybody for joining me. Hop over to the credits. And I definitely want to say thank you to Was Not Worth It for being a coffee subscriber. I do want to make sure that I thank my mods, which should be there in the chat. Death is only the beginning. And indeed, that is the raid call. If you have my emotes and you want to copy and paste that when we get over there, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, just say hello. Pop in a hello, brain. A hello emote or two. That'd be lovely. I'm live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time for my Mass Effect playthrough. We're currently in Mass Effect 2, and working on companion quests. And then Monday we'll continue with Wandersong. And then on Wednesday coming up, I have from the archives, it'll be aviation brochures and pamphlets. So I know it goes back at least to like 1928 because I've seen ones that old. But brochures for planes and plane parts, which is kind of interesting. So hopefully I'll see you at one of those. Otherwise, hopefully I see you back here next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. for more from Ultima 5. Thank you everybody for coming, and until I see you next, get out there and do some shenanigans.